Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News Channel. Today we're going to look at Bitcoin prices and altcoin prices and how and why altcoin prices move when Bitcoin is just basically going up and down, meaning like it's just kind of like staying in range. Because sometimes when Bitcoin stays in range, like a few months ago, altcoins would actually just catch up to Bitcoin and go up. Right now, as Bitcoin just goes up and down between 45 and 50,000, altcoins just take a plunge. The Bitcoin ratio increases by quite a lot. And we're going to kind of see why that is right now. So generally, everyone knows that when Bitcoin rises, altcoin rises, and when Bitcoin falls, altcoins fall in both in like big movements and in small movements intraday. But the overall pattern when Bitcoin is just trading in range, whether altcoins generally move up or move down with respect to Bitcoin, is the thing that a lot of traders actually watch. And I think there's a way to look at the greed fear index and sort of determine how the general pattern is. And that's just not to say like what the number is today, because that doesn't really tell us anything a lot of the time. Today, the number is actually neutral, so that doesn't really tell you anything. But today, obviously, as Bitcoin goes up, altcoins have gone down. And that's true because Cardano, last time when Bitcoin was 45,000 just a few days ago, it was like 230, 240. XRP was like 110. Vechain was like 11, 12 cents. So DOT was a little bit higher than it is now. And all these were like maybe 10, 20% higher than where they are now. So you're wondering, why is Bitcoin, when it's the same value as it was a few days ago, why are altcoins so down? If you look at the crypto greed and fear index, what you notice is a lot of plateaus and troughs. So I think the way you kind of determine if altcoins start to gain when Bitcoin is just trading in range, or altcoins start to drop and Bitcoin starting in range, you have to look at the last plateau before where we are now. Like the last plateau was here back in late July, early August. So because where we are now is below the last plateau, when Bitcoin trades in range, altcoins would actually go down. Now, during this last plateau, because it's so much higher than where we were prior to that, all the way basically from May until like end of July, we were in the $40,000 range. So last month when Bitcoin was trading up and down, altcoins generally trended up, and a couple like Cardano actually did break their all-time high, Solana, etc., and even Vechain was a bit higher when Bitcoin sort of traded in range. Now that all stopped when we actually dropped down from 52 to like the above 50 to the 40 something range in price. And that's true too. When we were just trading in range from May until July, we were basically losing altcoin ratio against Bitcoin. Likewise, when we were trading basically in range, basically from late last year to early this year, around this area, before we dipped down, the altcoins were actually gaining on Bitcoin in terms of ratio. So you can actually either look at the greed fear index, or you could actually just look at the overall price index. Look for the last plateau, kind of like last plateau evening off, whether it's a big drop or a big rise from the last plateau. If it's a big rise from the last plateau, altcoins are probably gaining as Bitcoin trades in range. If it's a big drop from the last plateau, altcoins are probably losing as Bitcoin trades in range. Kind of like I modeled it and I've kind of figured it out after like a couple of these events. Like I would consider like this plateau from all the way from November to maybe like early May or early mid-May to be like one plateau, because the values are like really similar to each other in terms of the greed fear index. And Bitcoin didn't really start dropping until like early mid-May anyways. Like this one isn't significant enough to be considered a downtrend here in February in terms of greed fear, but this obviously is a huge drop. So like during here, because it's much, much lower than the last plateau, once again, when Bitcoin trades in range, altcoins would actually decrease. Again, up here, altcoins slightly increase because it's much, much higher than the last plateau. And the psychological understanding is very, very simple. When the current value is higher than the last plateau, people always make positive projections. They think the market is going up. The sentiment is way, way up. And because the sentiment is up, people know that altcoins make more money than Bitcoin in a good market. So they'll actually buy altcoins. They'll divest out of Bitcoin and buy altcoins. Likewise, the other way around, when the current price is lower than the last plateau as it is here, generally people think that the market is going down. And when people think the market is going down, they know that altcoins lose more money than Bitcoin, so they feel safer selling the altcoins back into Bitcoin. So that's actually kind of what I noticed. So right now in our current stage, as long as Bitcoin trades in range, I'm afraid the altcoins will actually lose in value. I don't think it's going to trade in range very long. And also, like, it's because it's kind of like September, and September is traditionally a bad month for cryptocurrencies. I don't really know why that is. I don't think there's a real reason for that. I think just people just think it's true, so they kind of like, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy and it becomes true. But anyways, this month hasn't been so good. It hasn't been honestly horrible. Because if you look since the beginning of September, we really haven't dropped all that much, but we've been trading in range, and that range is like much lower than where we were until much lower than where we were like in the middle of August before it actually dropped down. So altcoins are actually losing value. Bitcoin's not really losing value. I'm hoping by October, November, Bitcoin will actually make another leg up, a higher plateau. So when it actually trades in range, altcoins will start to catch up. So that's kind of my view between Bitcoin and altcoin movement. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe and hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.